And I think for once I'm on time. Ah, that's neat. Okay, now where was I? Ah, right. And I'm starting to think I should check up on those daily things a lot more often than like twice a week. Oh wait, wrong thing. Ah, damn missions. I get one thing. Oh, a few more gems. Well, in any case, I would say it's just time to start with just a golden rank duel. Just to see where we stand today. I mean, you never know how it's going. There we go. And now let's see how long it takes for us to get an enemy. Waiting, and waiting, and Metabot. Well, let's see what kind of enemy our friend will be. Okay. Not a single spell in sight. Great. Guess I'll go in the classic route by playing one card face down and finishing my turn. I'm sure our friend Meta didn't notice how bricked I am currently with those cards. I mean, it's just a minor inconvenience for now. Seriously, Lava Golem? What am I, Joey Wheeler? He made a manifested Mikan card. Can be destroyed by battle. Okay, so that's problematic. Hitting things really hard is like my main strategy if I don't have Sunrise on the field. And even then, hitting things is my strategy for the most part. Well. Guess there won't be any other choices then. So is Mikando the archetype of those cards? Oh, it is. Now let's see which one of us. Seriously, piercing battle damage without destruction effect. Come on, please be a destructive effect. Please be a destructive effect that doesn't cancel anything. God damn it. That's even worse than having no effect at all. Well, at least that's a main phase 2 thing and not a battle phase. So I guess I can... Oh, that look adorable. And what effects do they have? Cannot be destroyed by battle, or the opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from... so that's the archetypal effect of Shuskuro then. I'm starting to see why they have 0 attack points. Yeah, that's not great. If I don't get any fusions going. If you ultimately must attack. That piercing target your opponents. Add one ultimately heroes. Okay, looks like I get something. Okay, if you... Nope. You know what? I'm going with that. Sparkman? eine time to attack directly then. Let's see if we can cancel that. Voila. Which means I get one more turn and now have a bit of materials. So let's see if I can turn this around. Huh? It does what now? The equipped that monster gains 1000 attack, also the effects are negated. Once per turn during your standby phase, inflict 500 damage to your controller. Ooh. What in the... Huh. Okay, I gotta admit, I did not see that coming. Huh. Honestly, I can't even be mad at that strategy. What? No, that does want me a bit of revenge before we go back to the story mode. There we go. And I'm going first, in the hopes that I can prepare something instead of having 5 heroes in my hand again that don't have any direct effects. So, and we go. Huh. Great. So that's not helpful at all. Except I can do that, which means get to summon 1 and use a special effect for a second. Just gotta use ooh, which means I can do... Okay, I got an idea. Huh. Even if he Ash Blossom started, I still got 1 ace up my sleeve. I got 1 ace up my sleeves. There we go. Time to bring our friend back. Another dash. Seriously, another negate. How many negates does that guy have? What? That case, guess it's time for link sum. And with if a hero monsters target who okay. And with that I'm ending my turn. Okay, that didn't quite went the way I thought his effects go, but that's just a minor setback. I can do this. I'm sure of it. Now let's see what our friend is going to do now. Radiant Typhoon. Swan. If you have mystical space stuff in your graveyard, your opponent's controls no spell or trap slots, you can special summon this card and... Huh. Okay, I have the feeling that I'm currently in danger. Which is not great. That is never a great thing to do. So, what is he going to special summon? Fusion, Synchro, or anything else? Well, I guess I have to figure out. Oh, Link. What? Huh. Okay, that's enough damage to get me into trouble. I forgot to admit that. That's not looking too great for me. Yeah, it's really not looking too great. But in any case, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm sure I can deal with this. Special Samson. Huh. So it's another one of those chaining things. Great. And now for the setting themselves. Oh, great. That means that if I'm getting hit with, it's going to be a nightmare. And that thing has, again, so much danger. Isn't that great? And now I'm starting to think maybe next time I am trying to play Half-Life 2. Which, funnily enough, I do have in my library. I mean, I do wonder why I got it. Or when I got it. I mean, it must have been in my library for a while. Well, it is something to ponder on. And there we go. We are still mid-chaining, and okay, that means 1000 attack points plus 1100, and that's going to be a lot of math. Wait, so 3300 plus 800 is 4100 plus 1200 is 5300 plus 1000 is like okay, so we are so it's like 6000 attack points. Seriously? Great, now I have to start counting again. And there goes my one defense. Okay, that's at least over 1000. And there go my life points again. You know, I'm starting to think that rework deck is not working as great as I thought it would be. I guess we really have. You know what? Maybe I'm just trying the old one again. Just for time's sake. 'Cause it can go worse than this. I mean, like, literally. I've been screwed from the beginning, so it can only go up from here. Right, Sexo. That's what I thought, is silence. Well. Okay, let's see. Okay, at least that's something I can deal with, so let's start a good old chain. Getting me a fusion. And any counters? No. Okay, that means no hand traps or anything. That's at least something going for me. So I need one sunrise, and I don't need embezzlement is just a danger right now on the field. Yeah, no. Get my Miracle Fusion, which means I get to summon a second elemental hero. And I choose... Ooh, yeah. Oh no. Maybe not the best idea. Seriously? Okay, at least I had another option. God, that could have gone so wrong. I fully underestimated the kind of effects I got, but... Well, time to end my first turn and see if something is going to get me now. I mean, I've got 2 sunrises. What's he going to do? And I feel like saying that was my worst mistake. The question is, can I still change the effect? Special sun, place. Okay. Perfect. And just like that, we got 3 fusion monsters. And I got to ignore 1 back roll, 1 back removal. Hi Gangi. So now the question... Okay. You know what? I did not expect an Egyptian god to come out of... God, if he cares to know the... If he knows that ancient incantation... I feel like I'm going to be screwed by that. Well... Wait, what does... Seriously? In a moment... Oh... Okay, that's overkill. Okay, that was really just overkill. You know what? I learned my lesson. I'm stop trying that for now. This time, we are going to the solo mode. The one place where I can't be hit with so many OTKs. And that means... story mode. Let's see something fun. Dream domination sounds interesting, but... Dark, that vengeance... Wait, isn't that the one kaiju thing? Okay, maybe if... Okay, we can go and look at that later on. The Sky Squike... so that's all the options. Worship... Herod's Guidance, Legends... You know what? Ooh, the Steam Dinosaurs. That one's an interest. Wait, I remember I've saw those dinosaur cards once before. I think they are interesting enough to see what they're doing right now. So off we go to the dinosaur land. And let's see what our scenario is. The Steam Dinosaurs of Enchanted Lands. A great river rushing with pristine water, a forest inhabited with a bounty of creatures, a volcano brimming with boiling lava. Those are unexplored lands, full of the wonders of nature, terrain creatures with their own unique ecology, alive, mechanical dinosaurs. Known as Dinomists, the novelty lies in the steam engines that power their hulking forms. The key to their survival in that great wilderness is that our bodies are suited to the harsh environment. This time, let's take a closer look at the shrouded ecology of the dino-mists. Drifting with the gentle flow of the river is the long-necked dino-mist Plesios. It derives its energy from water absorbed through a pipe in its tail. Not only is stabilizing energy produced by its servo unit supporting the beast's own weight, the balance between the water imbibed and the steam release prevents flooding of the river. As a result, land-dwelling companions are protected from potential flood damage. Flying freely through the greater skies is the winged dino-mist Pteron. Turbines on both wings collect moisture in the air and generate energy for high-speed flight. The water vapor released is cooled by the atmosphere, turning into rain clouds and hydrating the earth. Among the known dino-mists, those in the waters and skies are a rarity. Next, let's look at the many dino-mists that dwell on land. Really? When we got our first dino-mist, take a saw. If another dino-mist card you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. If another pendulum monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can destroy those monsters. Well, I think we get what my new deck is going to be once we are done with this little ecology class. Yep, there we go. We go to practice. Let's take a look at what makes this unique. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, Dino Plus. What makes a Dino-Mist deck unique? Many Dino-Mist monsters have effects that help in battle, and pendulum effects that protect their fellow monsters from being destroyed. Unleash the power of cards like Dino-Mist Rex when you tribute offer Dino-Mist monsters. You can also perform pendulum summons to make sure that you have plenty of monster tributes. Ja, können wir machen. Dann verlasse ich mal kurz die Selektion und wir kommen darauf nochmal später zurück. Guess that this lesson can wait a bit. There we go. Okay, then let's see what kind of rooms there are anyway. Okay. I can't read those kanjis. Random letters. Wait, no, I do know those kanjis. But what were they? Okay, I really gotta read up on those again. God, it's been way too long. At least that name is easy. As long as you aren't that guy. Or some guy or that. Oh, Yoshi. Yashita. Okay. Ja, China-Fahren Unlimited Room jetzt gerade private. There's the code. And what do you mean I can't? Come on. 6, 5. Okay, now it's taking the right one. And that's the wrong deck. Okay, I should have switched decks. Well, let's see if that's going well. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen now? There we go. Okay, that means... yeah, I guess I'm going with the classics. I'm placing 2 cards face down. And I'm finishing my turn. There we go. That should do the trick now. Okay, now let's see what we're dealing with. Now that my trap is ready. There we go. And look at that. Yeah, that's what I want them in. Just like that. Ah, perfect, it doesn't system as top of the cards. That's something, but I can't really use them in any ways. Oh, it's time for me to attack. Should have seen that one coming then, I guess. But in any case, it is time for me to end my turn. Once that effect resolves, and traitors. Oh, that's going to be problematic in the future. So a tiny bit problematic. Now we wait and wait. And wait a tiny bit more. Ignoring my back row. Well, that certainly is a strategy. Well, there's nothing much I can really do against that. And there go my defensive plans. The number of cards from your hand and it just add many effects. Once opponents controls and until the yeah, that's not looking too great for me now, is it? Well, I guess I do need a new strategy then. Oh, Sunwise. That's not looking well for my backward then. And another Miracle Fusion. Well, looks like I'm really out of fusion materials then. Yeah, I really should have switched decks. I mean, how much damage am I... Ooh, that's going to be a lot of damage. where is any of those? Oh, they went quick spells. What? They got like half my life points. But speaking of losing half my life points, wait, I keep. Oh, Now what I need is what here? And now get my own fusion. Come on, Blaze Man. Please don't be cancelled. Please. Come on. And it's going to do... Wait, does it now cancel that or... Just take away my attack points. I don't like that it has an animation like that. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's really not great. Okay, in that case. Come on, Ballman. Oh, yeah, okay, that doesn't work the way I thought it would. Well, time to have my turn then. Yeah, I completely forgot that wasn't how that one works. Yeah, that rework really isn't working out the way I thought it would be. And another fusion. Oh, that's like worse than dealing with the crystal gems, isn't it? And there goes my defense. Bowman, no. And my final life points. Yeah, I really should have thought about it a bit more. Gotta admit, not my smartest move in any regard. Oh, right. That's I can change decks. Yeah, the classic should be the right one. Right, yeah, that's the one with the options for that. Yeah, that should do something now. At least, I mean, I hope it's going to do something a bit more productive. Well, there we go. Let's see if I can build something up for the beginning. I mean, in the worst case, it's going to be a repeat of the beginning of the stream. And, well, that's certainly a strategy. Okay, I'm placing that. Nope. And that. And with that, I'm ending my turn. Let's see how that's going to play out. I mean, in the worst case, it's just going to be a big gamble, but you know, if I have luck, it's going to work out the way I want it to. Just gotta play my cards right. You can special summon. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one level 5. Allow Earthbound monster from your deck or graveyard. Really, Earthbounds? We're going full 5Ds on that now. I don't think so. We're not going to Dark Sun out here. I'm going to stop that in any way I can. Oh, wait. If this card is this world banner points card effect and you have an Earthbound monster and you... Oh, I forgot how much of a pain Earthbound immortals are. Oh yeah, that's not going to end well for me. I didn't glaube there are enough heroes in the skyscrapers to really protect me from this. But... Unless just hope none of them have piercing battle damage, because that would be all of my life points again. But it's still doing something problematic. You can target one dark monster you control. Of course it can attack directly now. Should have known that. And that one's going to attack. And there goes my Bastina trick, so now I'm screwed. And just like that, I lost 3/4 of my life points. Well, at least when playing with Jack Souls, and in that case I would be dead already. But I can still do something, I think. If I just try to hide. Seriously? That feels like bad karma. Yeah, that's just really bad karma now. But that should work in some regard. Ignore the fact that I now don't... Oh yeah. Okay, that's not going to work in the way I wanted to. And there go my effects. Okay, let's see if that does anything useful. Okay, that was my mistake. That's not resolving. Okay, let's see if I can bluff my way out of this one. Because I have the feeling I cannot do that. Yes. There we go. Let's hope that Sunrise is going to be a bit more effective as defense. Which isn't, cause F.7 go Kremlina's effect. Which is exactly enough power to just outright me out. Okay, I guess I can't overcome that now. Maybe I really should have tried out of Xanas. Destroy that monster. Okay. Okay, I'm trying it with life points. Okay, let's see if that's going to change anything in a positive manner. Oh, it's... Oh no. They go on my life points. I can just feel them drained away already. Great. They are just been drained away. Well. That's really not panning out the way I wanted it to. Just... And another Earthbound. Also you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except fusion. Oh, synchro monsters. But that's like all the monsters those Earthbound Immortals can be. Great. That's like limiting it in no regard whatsoever. And there goes the effect of my sunrise. Really not a sunrise for me then, guess. Seriously, a fusion mid-battle phase. Huh. Well, that gets rid of the one effect that could just take me out. Well, taking one strategy to take me out for another. Well, that is certainly a strategy. Okay, can I go for something that's less trying to kill me? Nope. Nope. Wait, what's that one doing? Okay, that has those, and then... Huh. You know what, that's stupid enough that it could even work. Yeah, let's see if that's going to be stupid enough for me to survive. And there we go. Waiting. I mean, that should work in some way of... Unless it's going to screw me over. Well, it might be. Yeah, I think I'm going to try the dinosaurs after this duel. No matter how this duel goes then. I am trying those dinosaurs out. That's probably for the best. I mean, steampunk dinosaurs should be a bit fun. Okay, something is not loading. I noticed that. There we go. Let's see if that goes a bit more favorable for me. There we go. And I'm going first. In the hopes that it's not going to be my last action. Yeah, that's not... Okay, that's not building confidence. I've given it that. I'm setting 2 trap cards. And I'm finishing my turn. Let's see how this one's going to play out then. I'm sure it's going to work out just fine. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? It's not like the next card is going to finish Exodia. Oh, Vision Heroes. For a second I was really expecting that to be Exodia. But it's not today. And then the second division hero met the field. Well, so would there be a third division hero or an elemental hero joining them next? That's going to be the question now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that is strange if you can't use increase like that. Looks like it isn't wanted. So now let's see what we're dealing with. 2 vision heroes, farm. Ooh, that's not going to end well for me. You can discard 1 card and send 1 destiny there. Oh yeah, that's really not going great for me. I really need a better strategy then. Come on. Can't you just be... expecting a quick play spell is maybe a bit much. I mean, it would be nice if it works like that, but... guess it's not in my cards right now. Well, time to really gamble on whatever I'm doing next. If I survive that long, that is. But I mean, what are the odds? That it's going to be an OTK. Well, we wait and wait. And another vision hero. Okay, that's 2600 damage. Wait, so then you can banish 1 hero monster from your deck and... oh, there comes another polymerization. Well. And another monster on the field that can be used as fusion material. So I guess there will be another vision hero fusion on the horizon. Another fusion is on the table. And there it is. Okay, now I do wonder what that other card will be. Is it a... okay, that's the answer to that question. Another destiny hero. Sudden must be special summoned, negate effects of face some monsters while your opponent controls them, and... so it's just screwing me over, I guess. Wait, it gains attack equal... against attack equal to half dog each attack of the monsters equipped to it. Okay. Oh, that's why it can... Wait, so I can target it with effects and... ooh, okay, that screwed me. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Like at all. Come on, contract. I do need that right now. Wait, no, I need nears first. In case I get to them. I mean, a second miracle. Well, if I can rely on that. Let's see if I can rely on this. Come on, Sunrise. There we go. And my favorite hero. Time for direct attack. Well, and for the first time today, I've managed to do at least some damage. Which isn't much, but it's starting to be an improvement, and that's the important bit. Now let's see if anything else is going to screw me. I mean, I'm at a 1100 point disadvantage, and I have no back over to speak of. So that's not great. Wait, when this card is activated, you can... That's not helpful. Okay, so that's really... Wait, that means... Wait, what did that one do? Discard one destiny or card, draw 2 cards. Seriously? How many more draw effects are there? Huh, a lot of draw effects, I guess. Okay, that's problematic. I got to admit that. That's not going to end well, I feel. You can send one hero monster from your deck to the graveyard, which means it has a grave. And now someone gets to select a random card from the deck. That's a hero. Okay, so that's going to screw me in a way. That's Blazeman. Oh, Denier. Oh, right, because of that effect. Well, so what's the choice? Oh, another polymerization. Okay, that means... Ooh, 2 polymerizations. And at least 2 fusion materials. That's definitely going to be problematic. I've got to admit that. I really got to admit that. Wait, that thing had that one for the monster opponent controls and one of a hero monster control. The opponent's monsters loses attack and defense equal to... Oh, that's not good. So it's just really kicking me. Like... Ooh, that's kicking me a lot. Which means I am going to... Ooh. Okay, 1600, that means... at least 1200 battle damage. Okay, that means any monster that has 2800 or more attacks is going to be end. Give me right now, so that's exactly 2800, so that's the end of me. But it's not the end of the chain either, so... And that seals it. There you go, my life points. Like dramatically. Ooh, there's no arguing about that now. Yeah, that really is the end, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here, and I think that's not going to improve. Yeah, I really think I'm going back to the lecture to get me those dino cards, and then I'm first going to build me a dino deck so I can get at least something going that's probably holding up a bit better than this. Because just keep trying to do the same thing is, yeah, that's not going to improve anything. So, last plate. Yeah, time to return to the practice set. And time to get us those points. And now time to see what it does. Pendulum, which means pendulum zone 6 and pendulum zone 3. And another pendulum zone 3, so. Okay, so Plesios. And Stegosaurus. That's my pendulum zone, so now we get something. And now it's time for my very first pendulum summoning. And with that I activate my pendulum zone and 1 Dynamist Wax and 1 Dynamist Spinners. Like one of the Jurassic Park movies. Now that's this effect. You can tribute to one other Dynamist monster, activate one of these effects. Okay, guess I have to make a second attack then. Which I ask. I guess time to go to the battle phase. And 1 and 2. Now I do wonder what I played as that hidden card. I mean, there must have been a reason for that. Or, well, maybe they just played a random card for the sake of it. Well, guess now we get to try out the Dino cards in our real duel. And let's see if I can match those effects. When this card is activated, add 1 Dynamist monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, we're gonna need that. And then Dynamist Wax. Yeah, that's something that's going to do something, and now I can create my pendulum scale. So I do my pendulum summoning, get my wax on the field, as it should be, place 2 cards face down, and I'm going to add my turn. I'm sure that's not going to backfire in any way. Wait, so that one does. When it's got activated, you can place 1 or 2 spend monsters from your deck in your pendulum zone, but you cannot pendulum some monsters until the end of the next turn. Okay, let's try that one time. Not a problem. I'm just going to spend my time with those lessons. Make sure that everything is working the way it's supposed to. Select the monster's tribute. And get rid of that. Mischarge. Let's see what it does now. Hopefully something a bit more useful. Yeah, okay, I played myself with that action. I'm really not used to those panel things. But I know what that card does. Even if I can't use it, cause my panel zone is full. Guess I shouldn't use cards like that lightly. And time for the battle phase. I'm just going straight forward. And I'm going to end my turn. Let's return if this card is already face up in this. You can tribute 1 Dynamist and target 1 card on front controls. Yeah, and returning. Honestly, I haven't really. I I'm not really certain about making it always Master Duel. I'm thinking about trying some other games as well. Okay, wait, using those effects is really not helping me in any way. And yeah, looks like I get one effect. Seriously, I feel like that's just going to screw me again. But now we know that I can't underestimate the Dino decks. And that's a perfect... oh, screwing me. Guess we have to retry it then. Guess that will be a lot of lessons to learn. But that's fine. Ja, ja, noch ein schönes Wochenende. And I'm going to figure a way to Steam Sync one. We don't have me have Synchro. Yeah, I do have Synchro monsters. That's neat. Now can I create a panel zone? I mean I can, but that's really... okay. Time to get my panel zone. And my other panels. Oh, they're both just going to panel zone like that, so... time to panel some that. Then I'm using terraforming to get me a mount field spell. Nope. Okay, that's something. I'm not using that effect now, but that's just a minor setback. And I can synchro something. Mister. Okay, none of those synchro monsters are dinos. But that's... I think I can live with that for now. Just going to do that. Activate its effect. Once per turn, you can target one panel monster. The field is destroyed, and if you do shuffle one card onto the field into the deck. So turn you can special summon one Draco Slam monster from your deck in defense position. Okay. The field. Time to get rid of that thing. Seriously? Okay, that's not working the way I wanted it to. Let's try it with a bit of back row. Now let me special summon something that's hopefully a bit more useful. Even if it's just to create more monsters. Okay, use that effect, if this can special summon. No, still no reason. But that means... I can link my way there. And at some point it has to do something slightly useful. Oh, I can activate an effect from there. Select that card. And we got that going. Destroy one card on the field. So I don't need that one. Seriously? So I'm just screwed then. Okay. Guess that's really not my best strategy then. Guess overcoming the dinosaurs will be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm starting to think I really took them way too lightly. Well, time to panel zone them. There you go. 1, 2. Don't forget to special summon quite a bit. Is there. I mean, I got a bit of defense, but nothing worthy of that. Okay, must first be special summoned. Harder measure zones and patterns cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. Okay. So let's see if that does anything slightly useful once it's on the field. It does not do anything useful. Okay, yes. Well, maybe I can just skip that part by instantly retrying. Because that's really not going to where I thought it would be. Okay, maybe we should just write. Okay. So I'm creating my panel scale again. Probably with something slightly useful. When this card is activated, continuous. Add one dynamic monster from your deck to your hand once per turn. Great. So now what's one I can use for something? Okay, okay, if you don't control dynamic. Your opponent controls the monster that has last attack on the field. If you start, you can special summon this card. Okay, I mean that is slightly useful, but not what I mind. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a second Spinos. And I'm panel summoning those two. With the hopes that it's going to do anything slightly useful. And a second one. And I'm going to add my turn. Now in the hopes that it's going to slightly higher survival chances than those other two attempts. Oh. Huh. Okay, starting to think I made the right choice right now. So starting with that. Well, I can live with that trouble. If you control no play some cards, activate one of these. Okay, this card can attack this turn. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. I mean, the question is, can I... Okay, that's a bit problematic, cause... Okay, they are going to kill each other and I can't overcome that. Or do I have any cards would be destroyed by battle? Oh, that means I can... Ooh. Okay, that means I'm doing that. Means I get my card back. Then I can just instantly panel summon him back. Okay, I'm starting to see the value of panel summonings. This card can make a second. Okay, I wonder if that. Okay. Okay, no, it's not stacking the way I thought it would. Well, in that case, time to get rid of one. And 1 attack. And 2 attack. And what's that effect? This card can attack an opponent once again in a row. Card from my deck at random on the field and... Okay, shuffle one card from your opponent's hand at random off the field into the deck. Okay, that is what I use. Okay, that's not as useful as I thought it would be, but honestly, it could be worse. Oh, right now I don't have a pendle zone, so that's a tiny bit problematic, but I think I can deal with that. Okay, that's not great. That's losing one pendle zone. Huh. Okay. Not what I've expected it would be. Not. Reach down, I guess. And I can't do anything with that, so I guess I have to have my turn. Looks like it was my... Looks like that's not working out the way I thought it would be. But I am surviving that turn. Which means you get another chance at drawing another dino. Oh, that's not another dino. And this time I have nothing to defend my life points, so that's... Yeah, that's not going the way I thought it would be. Place the pendulum monsters in the... Yeah. Okay, that means now I get something there. And if I live long enough to see that working... I do not live long enough to see that one working out. Ooh, that's not great. Well, I guess we have to retry it once more. Okay, say we make 2 more attempts at beating that and... okay, I can create a pendle scale. Yeah, I can't create a pendle scale like that. That's just going to mess everything up. So, guess we have to wait and see if I survive this turn. Let's wait 1. I hope that it revolves in a way that I can live with. And now here's the pendle zone of his own. Great. That's not looking too good for me then. And it's my turn again. Oh, still not working great. Special summon. Yeah. Gonna need that one. I discarded. Oh right, it's a level 5, so I can use it for 1. But now that's never going to work out the way I wanted to. So, time for a normal attack. And I'm ending my turn. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's enough to just outright kill me. No reason to wait that long to see something that's going to be that oblivious. I mean, wait, no, not oblivious. Obvious. Okay. At least this time I've got enough cards to create a pendle zone again. Why must you control a dynamite monsters? You can special summon this card from your hand, which isn't really useful if I create a pendulum zone, but that might be a problem for another time. Now create my pendulum zone. Get to do 2 pendulum summons. There. When this card destroys an opponent's monster in battle, you can add 1 dynamic card from your deck to your hand. Okay. I can't rely on that. But let's see if I can. Okay, now we're talking about something. There we go. Not quite a mix I had in mind, but that's good enough. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 Twig Slayer. So then you can target 1 pendulum monster on the field, or 1 card in the pendulum zone destroyed, and if you do, shuffle 1 card off the field. Okay. Oh, right. There we go. We're returning that card, because whatever it does. But then you can special summon Murderous Monster from your deck into its position. Yeah, I can live with that. It's just about having a second monster. And time for the battle phase. And that's 1. And that's great. Yep. That effect, which means I get another Tritus, which means I get another Stegosaur, so I can repair my pendulum zone. This is going to work. I'm sure of it. At least I think it will. Well, you can place 1 or 2 dynamics. I take in the pendulum zone, but you cannot pendulum summon. Yeah, okay, I can live with that effect. Because I do need my pendulum zone. 1. If another dino card to control would be destroyed. Yeah, that's an effect I can live with. There we go. To return if this card is already face up. There's spell zone, you can tribute 1 dynamic card onwards and then return it to the hand. Okay, that's not going to help if he's currently in his main phase. I've gotta use that effect once we're in the battle phase. Then it's going to work the way I want it to. Excellent. Tribute that. And I'm getting rid of that one. Well, at least it destroys the back with our bit. Which now means I have a... Ooh, excellent. So I'm first going to restore my pendulum zone. Then I'm doing a pendulum summon. So that must and there. And just like that we get 2 more monsters on the field. And nothing to block me. But then you can tribute monster. Okay, there's no... Wait, what's it? Span card to control will be destroyed, okay. That means I can just ignore it and... Time to attack. 1 and a 2, and time to finish this off. And just like that, we finally managed to leverage those dinos. Isn't that great? Now we can finally go on in our lessons. Cleared. And we got a few more Dynamist cards. And I guess that's another story thing. The time where the director gazed to the land, here a great many Dynamists can be observed. Raising a great dust as they trample the earth, are Dynamist Ceratops and Dynamist Stegosaur. Hardly a competition theirs is closer to a patrol that protects the territory. Ceratops' sharp protrusions on their bodies to crush the borders spewed by volcanic eruptions, making the land more suitable for their companions. Stegosaur's backs are lined with fins in the shape of swords that monitor the surrounding climate, fluctuations in temperature and wind velocity that pose potential danger to the land are sensed by those fins. In the unknown lands where the Dynamists live, there is one particularly perilous place, namely the volcano belt. Herine colossal creatures glare at each other, vying to be the boss of all Dynamists. Those are the Dynamist spinners and Dynamist wax. Both convert the emergency energy into electricity, and their power surpasses that of other Dynamists. The two are rivals, but when a foreign enemy invades, they band together to protect their territory. That is their role as bosses. And so the Dynamists perform their symbiotic roles, as the coexist in those unexplored lands. And there we go. Another bit of history. Ooh, found a new card pack. No, I don't think we need to go to the store now. Let's just unlock the door and... I cannot unlock that door now. Well. Guess that's not going the way I thought it would be. Well, in that case, I would say that's the end of our dinosaur excursion. Till we figure out how to get more of those blue things. Maybe we can... What do we have here? Oh, I have a legacy pack tickets. Oh, wait, I have... Let's see what those do first. You need 8 more raffle tickets to make this purchase. Okay, so nothing there to gain. And legacy... Yeah, let us react to those packs. And let's see what we get from those 8 legacy packs. Good old card gambling. Really, just 2 cards in each? Cannot be normal. Summoned must be special summoned from your hand by sending. Blah blah blah. Not too interesting. Okay, if those are 2 fun cards, we're going through the whole motion. And if those are just 2 boring cards, we are going to skip it. Ballista Squad. Okay, that's somewhat useful, but not worth enough. So let's skip and see. Destiny Hero Dasktopia. Okay, that's something interesting. Wait, Hero Spirit. During the battle phase, if an elemental hero monster you control was destroyed by battle this turn, make the battle damage from one of your opponent's monsters 0. Okay, I must admit that could be useful. Related cards to that. Okay, that's just a lot of elemental heroes. And Hero Signa. Hero Signa is actually a card we could add to the hero deck later on. But it's not really helpful right now, so I guess not. I mean, we could go and buy 10 decks from there. Is there anything useful in that pack that wouldn't make it worth using so many for powers? Nope. I mean, I have a Body Flame Wingman. Nope and nope. 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 Okay, nothing here super with that. So I guess I would call it the end here then. Because I need something good and I have to figure out how to gain those extra point things to continue the main story mode for Dinosaur deck. I mean, I'm sure there's a solution for that somewhere. I just gotta find it. But until then,